All right, guys. Today we are going to be reacting to Andrew Wilson's school confused libertarian girl who believes in communism. Damn, really? From libertarian to communism? Okay, let's jump in, guys.
Kind of went a little hard on me because y'all were mad about all of this situation.
I don't feel like pretty. Hard on
you the first thing you did was start laughing at me, like I had said something crazy about.
Did you say something
wanting
crazy?
a family farm? You said I was a communist because I want to own land with like my family.
No, because you were mixing up. Okay.
No,
I wasn't laughing because
that's legit why you started laughing. You called me communist because I wanted a farm.
No, that's not why. Let's do you want to be honest about it?
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
so we can be honest about it. So, what happened is you said you want a farm to move away from capitalism, and you're a libertarian.
I'm just talking about because the way the government is right now, and nobody can afford to live in this communist situation. I'd rather get out of that.
Yeah, I know, but all I was doing was laughing because you were using terms which were contradictory to each other, and I would try to explain to you why. I would try to explain to you why. You can be a libertarian and be adverse to capitalism. How?
I'm adverse to the way our government is like going about right now.
Yeah, I get that, but that can mean anything. You know, that's what I'm saying. You can't use these contradictory terms. Is all I was saying. That's what I was laughing at.
I mean,
you can, but that's going to make guys like me laugh because they're contradictions. When you contradict yourself, I laugh. That's how I can't help myself.
I mean, no, I'm not.
It's like you say. It's like when you say I can fly like Superman, and then you go, but nobody can fly like Superman. Of course, I'm going to laugh. It's like what? It's absurd.
I can want a small government and lack of zoning, all of that, and not want to depend on the government where no one can afford groceries and everyone has to.
Yeah, that's all consistent.
But
that wasn't what you were saying. So
is what I was saying.
No, it wasn't what you were saying.
Okay.
Just saying. Yeah, that's not actually what you indeed did say. So all I can do, and people have a problem with it. It's not just women. There's just people have an issue.
You take everything really literally.
They have an issue, yeah. But the thing is, they have an issue with the idea that I can live in their brain, that I can go in their brain and explore. I can be like, that's what they meant. No, this is what they. This part of the brain. I'm in here now. This is what they. I can't get in your brain. I can only utilize your words. Yeah. And then based on the words you tell me, that's my interpretation of what you're saying.
But that's not what you said. You kept calling me a communist.
Yeah, because
you said that I would get along with a Marxist.
Because you said you wanted to check out of capitalism to go live on a commune farm. Yes, of course, I thought that sounded a lot like communism.
Farm. It's a family farm. Like, how is that?
A communal family farm.
Yeah, but that's not communism. We all have jobs and we stay.
It's not communism until you say, I want to check out of capitalism.
We both have jobs. We all still have jobs.
I get it.
I'm still in capitalism.
I understand. I'm just explaining to you that these are very strange terms to utilize.
Fix the issues with capitalism by sharing land and cost of stuff so we can actually afford to live.
That sounds a lot like if you're gonna share land and you're gonna share resources.
People with a duplex?
Like everyone
does that mean people with a duplex live with their parents? Is that communism?
No.
Just because it's on a farm.
No, but when you make an OT prescription, when you make an OT prescription, what I'd like to see people do is X, right? I'm assuming that this has some kind of government backing.
No, why government backing to have a farm and
no, that's not what you said though. You said that you want to see. That's not what you said. You see what I mean?
Depend on the government.
Man, she basically came with a different kind of mentality, man. Like she's in this right now. Oh my god. She said what she was 130, 140 IQ, whatever, genius level, I guess. And right now she's trying to defend her image. Because some conversation that they have in one of the last episodes. People just living in a commune, privately. Private, it did decide, right? I have no problem with that. But at the same time, you cannot say you're a libertarian, but then you want the government to be involved and you're measuring these kind of things. Like, if that's what she's saying, I don't know. I might be wrong here.
That's what I mean.
Okay, let's back up. very concise language, so we're not equivocating. We're not talking past each other. I actually understand what the fuck you're talking about. What do you actually want to see? Concisely, what do you actually want to see happen?
In the government?
Oh my god.
Or what?
Just for...
See, I mean, she just answering a question with a question, guys. This is, you know what time it is.
To see happen.
In the government? Or
no,
what?
just for
my life?
No, for what when you're talking about, I want to see communal farm and communal resources, what are you talking about?
I want to live with people that I love, and we'll buy land together and then have separate parcels of land and live happily ever after. And I like farming, so I'm going to use a lot of the land to farm, and no one has to do anything.
Okay, that's a whole...
If they want to.
That makes sense, but that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's why I was like, how am I a communist?
All right. Okay. Maybe in the future, just like not even super concise, just a little bit concise.
Y'all kept calling me a chatterbox and stuff for trying to explain myself.
Well, you were having a problem. I don't even know what the hell you believe. I mean, you were moving the goalposts so much that it went from one state to the other. I don't know what the hell she believed. It's just a continual goalpost. And remember, guys, she's 37 years old. And, there's a reason why she's alone, guys. There's a reason why she's talking about commune systems and stuff like that. Because at this point, she knows what time it is, guys. She knows what time it is.
I started laughing before I could even do that.
Okay, here. I'm gonna show you the distinction, right? So, what I would like to see is capitalism regulated by the government. You understood that, right?
Yeah, but do you realize...
Hang on, stop.
Okay,
you understand? Do you understand what I just said?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's how you would have said that. Like, it's just when talking government stuff and land.
Y'all were attacking me.
The government stuff in the land, I would like to see it's a communal, and then like what we can do. Stop. Let me finish. And then like what we would do is the share crop inside of loved ones and margarine hat. That's hang on.
She does sounds like that, guys. You have to admit it. Andrew did a good job here. She does sounds like that.
It's a distinction. Like when I tell you something, when I'm speaking to you, I try to be not
concise.
Even super concise, just at least expressing in basic terms what my worldview is so that you understand it. That's how you actually sound to us.
I get that, but I literally had just started talking and y'all were coming at me. I'd never been on a podcast before. I couldn't really speak without y'all if it was a conversation like this, I could have articulated that to you compared to y'all coming at me like crazy. So, and just laughing at me. That's what happened.
To be fair, I don't think Brian laughed at you. I think I laughed at you once.
No, he was like, oh, are you a feminist? You'd get along with that girl. That was his take on all of it. So
you probably would get along with that girl. So just saying. Probably would.
If she want a farm,
Well, she wants everybody to be on a giant.
Yeah, she just gave me a little bit of that lazy vibes.
Global farm.
Ooh,
because she's she's a communist.
Or Amish people? Does that mean are Amish people communists?
Yeah, not you two. There was a Marxist feminist who was here.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. They want people on the giant communal farm basically.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, probably.
I'm introverted. I'd rather just be around people I want to be around. That sounds like a great life to me.
Yeah, but you can understand from my position, I can only understand words that I hear from a person.
You started laughing as soon as I started saying...
Because it was absurd, so it's laughable.
I couldn't explain myself. You started laughing before I could even explain my stance on it.
And now, when you're all...
Guys, what's going on here, I'm going to keep it short. What's going on here is attraction. She's attracted to Andrew. The reason she's attracted to Andrew, remember guys, she would never spend this amount of time just going back and forth with the person she's not attracted to. And she likes that. But she likes to feel like you can dominate her, in my opinion. So she's enjoying. She's a little cookie. And she's enjoying this back and forth. Look, she's a little attracted to it. Because Andrew in a lot of ways is showing a superior. And she like to feel like a little, look at her body language a little close, look at her back a little bit, arch,
all over the place.
Laughing a lot. She's been laughing a lot.
30 minutes straight.
Literally, that was when I had first started talking. You can't.
No, she's ready to just get a coffee. She's in green light. This is how girls do it, guys. This is how they do it. When you're not simping. You're calling them out, even though they will tell you that they don't like that. That's how the attraction's built. It's weird, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like always, I'll see you next one. I'm out.